Have you ever wondered why a volcano, seemingly dormant for centuries, suddenly wakes up with a fury that can disrupt the world? This is a question that has puzzled scientists, historians, and the curious-minded alike for centuries. Volcanoes are as fascinating as they are terrifying, their beauty and awe-inspiring power matched only by their potential for destruction. In the vast tapestry of Earth's history, volcanoes have played a pivotal role, shaping landscapes, influencing climates, and even altering the course of civilizations. They are Earth's natural time machines, with layers of ash and lava telling stories of our planet's past. But sometimes, these stories are not confined to the distant past. Sometimes they are stories that unfold in our own lifetime. The year 2010 was one such instance. A year when a seemingly innocuous Icelandic volcano lying dormant for nearly 2 centuries awoke from its slumber. This volcano was not the largest, nor the most powerful. Its name, Eyjafjallajökull, was unfamiliar to most outside of Iceland. Yet its eruption would send shockwaves around the world, grounding planes, disrupting lives, and reminding us all of the formidable power of nature. But why did this happen? What caused this sleeping giant to awaken and unleash such chaos? And how could a single volcano in a remote part of the world bring one of the busiest and most advanced continents to a standstill? These questions and more are what we'll be delving into as we journey back to the explosive story of Eyjafjallajökull. Volcanoes, with all their fiery grandeur, remain one of nature's greatest enigmas. They are a testament to the dynamic, ever-changing nature of our planet, a reminder of the forces that lie beneath our feet. As we unravel the tale of Eyjafjallajökull, we can gain a greater understanding of these magnificent natural phenomena and the impact they can have on our world. Today, we journey back to 2010 to uncover the explosive story of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano. Join us as we traverse the fiery path of this enigmatic natural wonder and explore the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. It was the month of March 2010 and all was calm in Iceland. The country was a panorama of tranquility and untouched beauty. Pristine glaciers shimmered under the Arctic sun, geysers burst forth with their rhythmic displays, and vast lava fields lay dormant under a blanket of snow. Iceland, a land born of fire and ice, was home to one of nature's most paradoxical creations, volcanoes. And among its fiery brethren stood the unassuming Eyjafjallajökull. Yet its serene facade belied a turbulent past. Eyjafjallajökull, a name as complex as its nature, had a history steeped in volcanic activity. Its name, quite fittingly, translates to the Island Mountain Glacier. Nestled under a thick ice cap, this stratovolcano had slumbered for nearly 2 centuries, its last eruption dating back to the early 19th century. The local folk had grown accustomed to the volcano's dormant state, their lives unfolding in the shadow of this icy giant. Their stories, interwoven with the land, spoke of a time when Eyjafjallajökull roared to life, painting the skies with fiery hues. But these tales seemed like distant memories, echoes of a bygone era. In the quiet town of Volsvölur, nestled at the base of the volcano, life carried on as usual. The hustle and bustle of the capital, Reykjavik, felt worlds away. The locals, a hardy bunch, embraced the harsh Icelandic winters with a spirit that mirrored the resilience of the land itself. As winter slowly gave way to spring, the landscape transformed. The snow melted, revealing the verdant green beneath, and the days grew longer. Iceland was a symphony of changing seasons, each note more beautiful than the last. Yet, beneath this spectacle of natural beauty, the earth stirred. Deep within Eyjafjallajökull, forces were at play, a prelude to the symphony of destruction that lay in wait. The land of fire and ice was on the brink of an upheaval, one that would echo across continents. Little did we know, the tranquility was about to be replaced by chaos. On March 20th, 2010, Eyjafjallajökull roared back to life. The Icelandic volcano, dormant for nearly 2 centuries, decided it was time to stretch its fiery limbs. This awakening was not a sudden jolt, but a gradual stirring, a rumble beneath the earth that hinted at the potent energy brewing beneath the surface. In the weeks leading up to the eruption, residents of the surrounding area began to notice unusual seismic activity. The ground beneath their feet trembled, not with the familiar rhythm of the earth, but with an unsettling, sporadic pulse. It was as if Mother Nature herself was clearing her throat, preparing to speak in a language only she could truly understand. And what was the response of the local population? A mix of trepidation and fascination. After all, it's not every day that you find yourself living on the brink of a volcanic eruption. The people, resilient as they were, knew that they were mere spectators in this grand spectacle of nature. Life carried on, albeit with one eye always on the brooding mountain that loomed in their backyard. Meanwhile, geologists worldwide were on high alert, their eyes glued to their monitors. They tracked the increase in seismic activity, the swelling of the volcano's flanks, and the rising levels of gas emissions. The signs were clear. Eyjafjallajökull was waking up, and it was not going to be a gentle awakening. In the world of volcanoes, there are no alarm clocks, no snooze buttons. When a volcano decides to wake up, it does so with a bang, literally and figuratively. The initial signs of Eyjafjallajökull's eruption were merely a prelude to the symphony of chaos that was about to ensue. But as the ground continued to shake, and the first plumes of smoke began to rise from the peak, one thing became abundantly clear. This was not just an awakening. The volcanic activity was just the beginning of a larger impending catastrophe. The fury of the volcano was unleashed on April 14th, 2010. The day began as any other in the serene landscape of Iceland. But beneath the tranquility, the earth was stirring, ready to reveal its power in an event that would be remembered for years to come. Suddenly, the ground shook. The Eyjafjallajökull volcano, dormant for nearly 2 centuries, was awake. With a roar that echoed across the land, it spewed a plume of ash and smoke into the sky, a dark curtain that blotted out the sun. The eruption was of such a scale that it was visible from space, a testament to the formidable strength of nature. The immediate impact on Iceland was profound. The surrounding area was quickly evacuated as the eruption continued to intensify. As the ash rained down, it blanketed everything in sight, transforming the landscape into a monochrome world. It was as if time itself had been frozen, captured in shades of grey. The volcano didn't just spew ash, it also released tons of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, a gas that can cause respiratory problems and acid rain. This made the air quality in the vicinity of the eruption hazardous, posing a direct threat to the health of those living nearby. Meanwhile, the lava flowed like a river, a fiery testament to the Earth's core. It consumed everything in its path, creating a spectacle both terrifying and awe-inspiring. From a safe distance, one could witness the raw power of the Earth, a reminder of how small we are in the grand scheme of things. Despite the destruction, there was also a strange beauty to it all. The eruption painted the sky with hues of orange and red, creating a surreal backdrop to the chaos on the ground. At night, the volcano illuminated the darkness, casting a ghostly glow over the land. But the real chaos was yet to ensue. For while Iceland was grappling with the immediate effects of the eruption, the rest of Europe was about to experience the disruptive power of this volcanic event in a way no one could have anticipated. As the ash plume rose high into the sky, Europe held its breath. It was the year 2010, and an unruly volcano in Iceland had just set the stage for what would become one of the most significant disruptions to air travel in recent history. The ash, a byproduct of the fiery temper tantrum thrown by Eyjafjallajökull, was not just an ordinary dust cloud. It carried within it tiny particles of volcanic glass, sharp and abrasive, capable of wreaking havoc on aircraft engines. As it ascended into the flight paths, it posed a severe risk to the safety of aircraft, and the decision was made to ground flights. Suddenly, the skies above Europe, usually bustling with the symphony of air travel, fell eerily silent. From London to Lisbon, from Rome to Reykjavik, airports were left deserted, their runways empty. Thousands of flights were cancelled, stranding millions of passengers across the globe. The grounding of flights was not just a matter of inconvenience, it had far-reaching economic implications. The aviation industry alone lost an estimated $1.5 billion. Perishable goods rotted in warehouses, businesses were left in a lurch, and the ripple effects were felt across the world. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. Amidst the chaos, stories of human resilience shone through. Stranded passengers found camaraderie in shared predicaments. Locals opened their homes to stranded travelers. People discovered alternative modes of travel, with trains, buses, and boats experiencing a sudden surge in popularity. Yet the situation highlighted our vulnerability to the whims of nature, even in our sophisticated modern world. The eruption of a relatively small volcano in a remote part of the world had brought one of the most developed and busiest regions to a standstill. The eruption of a volcano in Iceland had effectively grounded Europe, reminding us of our place in the grand theatre of nature. It was a dramatic demonstration of the raw, untamed power of our planet, a power that can, at any moment, bring our fast-paced world to a grinding halt. The ash from Eyjafjallajökull had far-reaching effects. A line so simple, yet it carries the weight of a saga that unfolded across the globe. When the dust settled, or rather, when the ash dispersed, the world was left to grapple with the aftermath of the 2010 eruption. The economic impact was nothing short of staggering. The aviation industry faced losses that soared into billions, with airlines grounded and travelers stranded. The ripple effects seeped into every corner of the economy, from tourism to agriculture, throwing a wrench into the gears of Europe's economic machinery. But it wasn't just about numbers and figures. The eruption cast a long shadow over people's lives. Thousands were displaced from their homes, their lives uprooted. Travel plans were tossed aside as airports transformed into temporary shelters. The skies were silenced, and for a moment time seemed to stand still. The environmental consequences were equally profound. While the ash cloud wreaked havoc on air travel, it also served as a stark reminder of Mother Nature's power. It altered weather patterns, affected wildlife, and even influenced the temperature of the planet. Yet, amidst the chaos, there were silver linings. The eruption, in its own unique way, offered a respite for our beleaguered planet. With planes grounded, carbon emissions were significantly reduced, giving the Earth a much-needed breather. But let's not forget the volcano itself. Eyjafjallajökull, the unassuming ice-capped mountain in Iceland, had made its mark on the world stage. It reminded us of the raw, untamed power that lies beneath our feet, waiting to be unleashed. In the end, the eruption of Eyjafjallajökull was more than just an event. It was a phenomenon that held the world in its grip. From disrupted lives to altered ecosystems, from economic upheaval to environmental wake-up calls, the aftermath of the eruption was a tapestry of human resilience, economic recovery, and environmental adaptation. The 2010 eruption was a stark reminder of our planet's volatile nature. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of mankind and the relentless power of the Earth. It was, and continues to be, a story that resonates with the rhythm of our ever-evolving world. But how did this eruption happen, and why was it so disruptive? Let's dive into the fascinating science of volcanoes to answer these questions. Volcanoes are essentially openings in the Earth's surface. When pressure builds up underground, molten rock called magma is forced upward and out of these openings, resulting in a volcanic eruption. The magma that has erupted is then referred to as lava, but not all volcanic eruptions are created equal. They can range from slow, oozing flows of lava to dramatic and explosive eruptions that spew ash and gas high into the atmosphere. The eruption of Eyjafjallajökull in 2010 was of the latter kind, a rather explosive one. The intensity of an eruption depends on the composition of the magma. Magma with high silica content is thicker and more viscous, making it harder for gas to escape. This creates a pressure cooker situation, leading to an explosive eruption, just like the one at Eyjafjallajökull. But why did this eruption cause such large-scale disruption? The answer lies in the ash. Volcanic ash isn't like the ash you find in your fireplace. It's made up of tiny, jagged pieces of rock and glass, so small that they can be carried by wind over vast distances. Now, imagine these tiny, abrasive particles being sucked into a jet engine. They can melt and then solidify again, potentially causing the engine to fail. And that, my friends, is why air travel had to be grounded. The ash cloud from Eyjafjallajökull was so extensive that it covered large parts of Europe, making it too risky for planes to fly. In addition, the eruption of Eyjafjallajökull was unique due to the glacier sitting on top of it. The heat from the eruption melted the glacier, causing massive flooding, while the water cooled the lava quickly, creating more ash. Understanding the science helps us appreciate the power and unpredictability of nature. It reminds us that while we may have made great strides in technology and exploration, we are still at the mercy of the natural world. The 2010 eruption was a wake-up call for the world. It was a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature, and the havoc it can wreak on our modern, interconnected world. The incident served as an important lesson for us, prompting significant changes in the ways we monitor and prepare for volcanic eruptions. The aftermath of the eruption saw a surge in research and investment into volcanic studies. Scientists around the globe have been working tirelessly to improve our understanding of these geological phenomena. There have been great strides in the development of early warning systems, which now play a pivotal role in predicting volcanic activity. The eruption also highlighted the need for better preparedness. It was a stark reminder that we cannot take nature's power lightly. Since then, governments, airlines, and emergency services worldwide have developed comprehensive contingency plans. These plans include protocols for grounding flights, evacuating residents, and providing emergency aid, all in an effort to minimize the impact of future eruptions. The incident has also underscored the importance of public education. Understanding what to do in the event of an eruption can save lives. Therefore, there has been a concerted effort to educate communities living near volcanoes about the risks and the necessary safety measures. Moreover, the event has had a profound effect on the scientific community. It has sparked a renewed interest in volcanology, with more students than ever before choosing to study this fascinating field. This is promising, as the more we understand about volcanoes, the better equipped we will be to predict and respond to their eruptions. In conclusion, the 2010 eruption was a harsh lesson, but one that has led to significant advancements in our readiness for similar events. It's a testament to the resilience of humanity, our ability to learn from our mistakes and adapt to the challenges that nature throws at us. As we learn more about volcanoes, we can better prepare for their wrath. The Eyjafjallajökull eruption was a testament to the power of nature, a stark reminder that even with all our advancements and understandings, we remain at the mercy of our planet's whims. The eruption in 2010 was not the largest, nor the most deadly, but its effects rippled across the globe, a ripple that echoed nature's might and unpredictability. Volcanoes, these seemingly sleeping giants, are a potent symbol of the Earth's vitality. They are gateways to the planet's fiery heart, releasing energy equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs. The Eyjafjallajökull eruption was no different. With a plume that reached over 9 kilometers into the sky, it reminded us of the raw, untamed power that lies beneath our feet. But this event did more than just showcase nature's force. It underscored our vulnerability, our fragility in the face of such raw energy. In a matter of days, the ash cloud from Eyjafjallajökull grounded flights across Europe, stranding millions and causing chaos in a system we thought we had under control. It was a sobering moment, a moment that highlighted just how interconnected we all are, and how reliant we have become on systems that can be so easily disrupted. The 2010 eruption also served as a wake-up call, a reminder of the need for vigilance and preparedness. Volcanoes are not just spectacular natural phenomena, they are potential hazards. They remind us of the Earth's volatile nature, of the thin crust that separates us from the molten rock below. So, as we marvel at the power of volcanoes, let us also respect their potential for disruption and destruction. Let's appreciate the intricate balance of our Earth and our place within it. Because, in the grand scheme of things, we are but fleeting visitors on this ancient, ever-changing planet. In the face of nature's power, we are reminded of our place in the world. We are part of this Earth, shaped by its forces, and subject to its whims. And that in itself is a humbling, powerful realization. As we reflect on the events of 2010, we are reminded of the power and mystery of volcanoes. They stand as majestic and awe-inspiring wonders of the natural world, yet their eruptions can bring societies to a standstill, as we've seen with the eruption of the Icelandic volcano in 2010. This journey has taken us from the calm before the storm, through the awakening, the eruption, and the aftermath. We've explored the science behind these fascinating geological phenomena and what lessons we've learned from them. We've discussed how the eruption grounded Europe, disrupting travel and impacting economies, and served as a stark reminder of the power of nature. The 2010 eruption was a clear demonstration of the unpredictability and power of volcanoes. The ash cloud that rose from the eruption not only painted a dramatic picture in the sky, but also caused unprecedented disruption, grounding flights across Europe and causing chaos for millions of travelers. But it's not just about the chaos and disruption. The event also highlighted the importance of scientific understanding and preparedness. Through studying volcanoes, scientists can gain valuable insights into the workings of our planet, which can help us better prepare for future eruptions. The lessons learned from the 2010 eruption have led to improvements in volcanic monitoring and prediction techniques, helping us to mitigate the impacts of such events in the future. Yet despite our advancements, volcanoes remain enigmatic, with their full power and potential still largely unknown. They continue to captivate us, serving as a reminder of the awe-inspiring and often unpredictable nature of our planet. Thank you for joining us on this explosive journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep exploring.